So, with 3 venues already behind us, this cracking little circuit at Brands Hatch provides the action for the 4th meeting of the championship. And it is rather cloudy here today, but we are not expecting rain, so it shouldn't affect the day's racing.
Good day, battlers of the brands. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more TOCA 2 touring cars. It's episode number 4, race weekend 4 of TOCA 2. Thanks for tuning in. We've reached Brands Hatch. And, we've reached Brands Hatch, and I've reached my wit's end. This is attempt number 7 to record this. I do have I've been struggling so much with this. I did a save without, or I did a race weekend without recording, and it actually worked, and I actually got through here in one piece. But I haven't been able to any other time because I'm spinning, punted, crashing, just no matter what. The problem is the car is woefully unstable on all the banking and on all the elevation changes. And no matter what I do to the setup, no matter how I change even the settings in the options menu, I'm just dying every single goddamn time. And it's broken me, and I'm just like, I'm really just done with it, and I'm just going to do this weekend and move on. So, but I do know now what happens if you don't successfully reach your goal here. So, I loaded up the setup because I made some changes to the setup. We are down 2 ticks on the downforce. Now, you might say, well, that seems like might be the source of your problems. It does not matter how much. If I dial in more downforce, I'm slow as molasses. If I dial in less downforce, it doesn't make the car any less twitchy. That just means I'm faster in a straight line. Gearing is a little. The 6th gear is at the default spot, but I think I've gone 1 tick left on the 5th gear and 2 ticks on 4th gear, just because it's I need acceleration coming out of those corners. I just need acceleration. That's what I need. This 2 ticks down on both the rear suspensions, just try and soften it up and make it a little less twitchy. I did originally go 1 tick up on each of the fronts. Didn't really have great results with that. Alright, let's get going.
It's crunch time again as we join the one-shot showdown qualifying session.
Now, it is going to be a little twitchy. You want to avoid the inside of the track at all places. Notice how paddock hill, I just stuck to the outside. Brake it to 50. That's where you want to be at about the 3rd gear, just that way you get better drive out of the corner. That's about the only place where I think you can go to the inside is through Graham Hill, and even then I've spun out plenty times. Surtees, it wants to get around on you. McLaren, I usually try to aim for 4th gear, just to get a little faster drive out here. Let's see where we go.
Let's see a rundown of the qualifying times.
42 should be pole.
Again, an excellent drive brings the new Audi driver another well-deserved pole position.
I think 7 attempts, and I think this is my 5th or 6th sprint race pole. And now we got to see if we can't survive. Oh, Plato's way back there. Interesting. Now, let's see if we can't survive 7 laps here.
The start of a race is always important, but the start of the short sprint race is critical. Let's see what happens.
Now, I know I'm going to lose at least 1 spot. Usually I lose about 3 or 4 spots between here and the run down to Graham Hill. Usually I'm pretty good to lose only 1. Now, it all depends on how hard Alan pinches me, because I do not want to be on the inside. This is about as inside as you want to. Whoa, Anthony just flying out of nowhere, and there goes Dave Leslie. Now, I'll gladly cede that position because I don't want to be on the inside in Druids, because they'll pinch into the grass and then you're boned at that point. Now, we can, if we could just stay ahead of Ride. Yeah, we are faster through Surtees McLaren than everyone else. As you can tell, because we've just gotten back to 3rd. So if we hold here, we're in great shape. If we hold here. will just drift, and then I don't know what the... Like, every time it just does something stupid like that. I just... Like, every single goddamn race. I don't understand it. Like, I cannot fix that in the setup. That is in the... That's just in the game. Like, there's nothing you can do setup-wise to fix that. I've tried. I have run dozens upon dozens, maybe hundreds of laps around this track trying to fix that. Go. Inside Hoy, up the ass of Plato. I think Hoy might have hit me because he's got some damage on the nose of his car. There's that problem, is it gets twitchy and you're just trying to... I'm just trying to survive, mostly. That's a problem. And you're trying to be smooth, but you can't because it's a goddamn controller. Get it down to 4th. Again, get a good drive out of there. We'll get right up to the back end of Plato. We'll see what we can do with him into Paddock Hill and into Druids. I don't know the best way of... I was going to say, I don't know the best way of approaching him there, but... That was a slow drift as opposed to a snap spin, which is good because it usually just wants to snap on you. Now, we'll get some good drive off the corner. Right up to the back of Plato again. Picking up some pace over Hoy, but it's just, what, we got 3 to go. Jeff being uncharacteristically quiet. Nope, there's the snap. It's just there in Paddock Hill. Just... Oh, man, that hurt. Or got a dangerous driving for slamming into the back of me. And we'll be able to outpace everyone on the back straight here. I mean, that won't be able to catch back up to Plato, but at least we will be able to demonstrate an entire race of this. In the backup recording, or the backup save, I should say, I did end up winning this. I think there was a little bit of touring car action to make that happen, but... You know, it is what it is. Hey, we're picking up the pace, though. Yeah, it's amazing. You're so much faster than everyone in a single lap, and then you get to the race and inexplicably their pace all shoots up, so... Because we'll put a lap in the 41s here, and we're barely eating any time at it. I know it's a short lap, but it's still like, come on. Yeah, we're not hurting for pace. What we're hurting for is stability. Well, half a second slower, but at that point, does it really matter? Even if we come in under 42, we're not going to eat any time out of anyone in front of us, so... There we go. We'll come across the line in 7th after 7 laps, which, after 2 spins, is respectable. That is an ugly-ass end of the car there.
Here's how the race finished. And after a great race, it's the first win of the year for Alain Menu. So, a points finish for the newcomer, but he'll need to improve on that performance to keep his title hopes alive.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. So we'll go to qualifying for the feature race. Now this one will be tricky because, Well, yeah, you'll see, but it does get rainy.
With the tension mounting, let's join the qualifying lap for the feature race.
Well, now we know we can do 41, so my pace isn't in doubt. Scrubbed off a lot of speed through there, though. Ooh, that's a slow first split. I'm so worried about spinning that I'm just driving all wrong. Like, this is about the only time where I felt like I don't have control of the car. And that's just never a good feeling as a driver, is you feel like you have no control. Everywhere else I had a handle on it. Here I don't.
With all the drivers' laps completed, let's take a look at the final grid positions for the race. With the session now over, pole position is taken once more by England's James Thompson. So that lap puts the newcomer right in the thick of it at the start.
Yeah, except I'm going to lose about 5 positions off the go. It's going to ask me to win, isn't it?
With the feature race now coming up, it looks like the weather is going to stay fine. With the media reporting a possible ousting from the team, the newcomer really needs to get his act together today.
I mean, third's possible, but not the way this race has gone ever. Mostly a function of the fact that around lap 3 or 4, the rain starts and you need to get onto inters. And that's a long pit stop, which Rydell tries to kill us, so does Anthony Reid. So, well, we lost 3 spots off the start, which isn't bad. Just gotta hold off Johnny in the Volvo. Now, if we could just survive this. And we might have just. How I didn't get a dangerous driving for doing that, I don't know. Now we're going to just try and hold in front of Rydell here. Don't give him anywhere to go. Into Paddock Hill. Hey, that went well. All right. Hey, we survived that. Now, we're going to be faster Plato into there, so we'll just scare him off. That didn't go so well. It shifted back up into 4th way too fast. So we're going to have to just base. That was a little bit of puntage there. That was daring on my part. Now we'll be able to pick up some pace on them through here, because they can't. They can't do as stupid shit through there as I can. That's when the Nissan's going early. Dave. That's Dave going early. Now it hasn't started raining yet. But it will, so I'm not too worried about the early stop. I swear it just hitched just ever so slightly there. No, I'm waiting for him to say Yvonne's in the pits, Yvonne's in the pits, Yvonne's in the pits. I thought he pitted on the first lap.
Other cars are starting to come in for their stops now.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm waiting for the first spots of rain before I dive in. Now
Don't come in yet. Your teammate has just entered the pit. Hell of a lap. That's the fastest so far.
So as soon as Yvonne's out of the pits, I'm coming in, because it's starting to rain.
Conditions are getting worse out there. Do you want to come in for tyre?
Yes. As you just saw, we nearly bottled it at Druids. So I'm coming in this time. Alright, let's go box. So we're going to put on inters. So we're diving in. I've learned this lesson a few times. Is don't hold off, just box. As soon as it starts to rain, immediately come in. You can get a little more aggressive into the box there, guys. Hold the brakes down. Yeah, I'm on the brakes. Yeah, still on the brakes. Still there. One more. Let's go. What a catastrophically... Oh, I think we cut off one of the, We cut off one of the Volvos there. Johnny. Who I assume is... Who's in the gravel trap, it appears. Now, we did lose a fair whack of time on the pit stops, but we would have lost a lot more time if we had stayed on slicks, so... Now, we will pick up some spots along the way, pit stops and such. So we are now up into P9. Well, that's annoying. You guys must be the worst pit crew in the pit lane. And if we're losing time to a goddamn Ford. That was interesting. I've never had that happen before. First time for everything, right? There's another Mondeo that comes out of the pits and onto the racing line. Ah, he turned me! What an asshole. Absolute prick. No one cares, Jeff. I'm just gonna come out here and murder Harvey. What the hell was that? Radicic is gone. Yeah, that messed up the car. Something fierce. It is slow now. Yeah, it is in rough shape after that. I don't even know which one of the Fords that was, but I don't think... Neither of them are going to survive for very long driving like that. Not bad through there. We're up into 12. We'd be up a lot higher if, again, we didn't get punted by an asshole. Morbidelli up ahead. We gotta pass him again. Well, I mean, don't got to. It doesn't make a difference at this point. I've already got passage to Oulton Park. As I say, figures I wouldn't be able to do this in a recording, right? It's at least nice I had the tape rolling. But at this point, you know, it's like on 7 takes. It's like, you know, just like I'm done with this one. So maybe I should have hooked up my wheel for this. But then again, I shouldn't have to with how this car's behaving, so... Well, I mean...
Don't forget you need at least 3rd place in this race.
tell Mr. Whoever's running Audi at this point to suck my balls. Suck my balls, mate. See, the way I got through the way I got through in the backup save was I won the sprint race and it said, "No, you're cool. You don't have a minimum threshold." So I came through like 14th or something like that on shitty pit strategy. Hence why I decided, yeah, let's drop in early for the inters. And it was a good call right up until you got punted out of the way. Pace is still there, it's just the luck isn't. Even in the wet, and even with the front end of the car pushed in, I'm still... Oh, I saved that one. This will not be as... no, yeah. Lost a couple seconds there, not surprisingly. Well, we're going to survive this. We're not going to succeed from the looks of it, so... But we'll survive this. I think that's a sign the tires are starting to wear out, because we're just all over the place. Like, I mean, look at that. We claw back like a second on Morbidelli in this lap after the first sector. But we lose it again through the first turn. Zzz. Pick it up through here. 295 is the gap there, just to see where it is after this.
Final lap. Repeat, this is the final lap.
257 through there. Now it's at... Oh, yeah, lost 300ths that time. Yeah. It's just amazing how fast everyone gets on the in the race compared to where they are in quali. If their quali pace was representative of their race pace, we'd be smoking everyone, but it isn't, so whatever. Alright, well, hey, this won't work, but we'll still be at Oulton Park next week, so I'm okay.
Here's the final positions. Well, another race behind us and another winner's trophy for Nissan's David Leslie. And the newcomer can't afford to repeat that performance too often.
Well, about that.
Here then is the current BTCC table.
Now, in the backup save, I'm only like 7 points off as opposed to 30 points off. But imagine if I'm getting fired, I'm assuming Yvonne must have an ironclad contract, right? Because he's got, like, a pittance of the points I have.
And let's take a look at the Constructors' Championship.
66 points, and 61 of them are mine. But I'm the one that's going to end up unemployed.
And we've just heard that the new Audi driver has lost his seat in the car. Apparently the team feel they have a better chance of success with another driver.
Yes. Hilarious, isn't it? I've just had Execute Order 66 executed on me. So it'll kick you back here, but... back to the main menu, but we do have the... hang on, I'll show you very fast. So we've got, okay, 66 points. And 73 points is enough to get you through. No harm, no foul. One backup 4, so. Yeah. Next time out, we have enough. We can go to Unsilent Park next time. Oh, no, one more back. You want to go to information so we can look at Unsilent Park. That's got some funny old hall. There's an actual turn. Oh, Foster's is the turn for the Foster Circuit. I thought that was Cascades? Knickerbrook? Oh, we don't do the... okay, we aren't doing the chicane. Just going to Knickerbrook. I'll tell that story next time. It's got its own Druids, and then Lodge, and then it's... oh, yeah, I was going to say, Lodge is the... why do I think Lodge was the left at the top of the hill? Oh, well. Is what it is. All right, that'll do it for this episode of TOCA 2 Touring Cars. Next time out, Unsilent Park. But until then, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more TOCA 2 Touring Cars in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.